Hi guys, and welcome to another video. In today's video I want to show you a sharp position where white is having a good attack, but he has already invested some material. White sacked an exchange on f6 earlier, and I want to discuss with you some techniques how you can improve your attacking play, how you won't be stuck in certain positions, and how you can just find better ideas. So if you want to challenge yourself, you can try to think about this position and try to find ways how white can actually continue with his attack here. And we will now discuss some features which are quite relevant in the position. So first, I would ask myself, where are actually the weaknesses? Of course, the black king is weak. There are some weak black squares. And also the f6 pawn is kind of weak. Also h7 is weak, but it's not so easy to get there. Basically, all those squares are weak and we could try to attack any of them. We should note we have a dark square bishop, so we have, in general, due to the pieces, have some superiority on the dark squares. He's having his pieces out of play and he has a light square bishop, which cannot really help if we attack f6, g7 or h6. h6 might not be that relevant though, because it's just outside black's camp. So let's try to attack one of the weaknesses, because it's usually there where the defense breaks. So let's have different ideas. How could we attack? For example, h7. One idea you could try is bringing the rook over to f3, h3. Does it work? Well, let's see. Can we find some defensive resources here? I would say there are maybe two ideas. First is trying to offer a queen trade, which looks already quite reasonable, I think. White is not having time for rook here, and black will also be able maybe to play f6 next and then defend via the 7th rank. For me, this already looks like it's going the wrong way. White might not be attacking successfully there. Just looks quite difficult. Let's go a bit deeper after something like this. Maybe just f6, rook f3, queen e7, something like this, and black is in time. Of course, it might be not entirely forcing. You could also try to find improvements along the way, but for example this one, but here I thought it's just f6 again, and we're not really creating mating threats. So, okay, let's try the next idea first, which is maybe we can checkmate on g7, but also this I think is quite unlikely because he can bring the rook maybe here and there is no mate on g7. So let's have a look. Can we attack this pawn? And there is actually quite a nice idea. Once we understood that we cannot attack it with the rook because maybe always f5 will follow with the queen trade, then we could try attack it with something else, maybe with the knight. And in this situation, what can he do? He cannot play f5 here because we would jump in here and just threaten checkmate. He can also not run away there then because bishop, queen h6 check and king needs to go back. So what can he do? Yeah, of course he can take our knight. But we will soon see that there will be a problem. Now we can take another piece, which we should always consider first. He needs to recapture because the queen cannot go away, otherwise we take here and knight e7 mate. So he needs to take, but now we can attack this pawn without letting it move forward. So not rook f1 again because f5, and if we check then he has f6 and he's opened the 7th rank for defense purposes. So you should always be aware of this defensive motive, opening the 7th rank for the pieces so that they can protect h7. That's not something we want to allow. But after bishop to d4, he's in bad shape because we really threaten check. King goes somewhere and mate. And if he gives up the queen, he is just down too much material. And there is not really a way out because also king g7 loses due to queen g5 check. And here we will just pick up a lot of material. We will bring the rook over, but in general we are already material up with the king being so weak. That's quite a huge problem. And also if black on the way wants to win another pawn, I think that's not really what matters. White should still be much better here after something like this. We have mating ideas, maybe pushing the pawn all the way down, also maybe just dominating or invading with the rook, maybe just trying to pick up this pawn. White should be in great shape. Also rook e1 and rook e3. So that's it for this small session. Hope you could learn something from it. When you have an attacking position, always try to attack several weaknesses, because it's not always the first thought which helps you break through. And in this situation, it was just crucial idea to attack the f6 pawn, also preventing the defensive motive of covering the 7th rank. So hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.